tappers.com, a photography equipment rental company based out of Bangalore. I come from an IT background. I worked for 8 years in the business intelligence analytics and data warehousing space. I worked in 3 IT companies for 8 years, and I had like a good career. I enjoyed my job. I liked what I did. But after 8 years, I had to do something more, something on my own, and the feeling of wanting to do something, the craving to do something on your own crept in, and I just had to quit. It was more like a leap of faith last year around March when I quit without any idea in mind. I just jumped out, into start phase where I just quit, and at that time I had a few thoughts. What would I want to do? I wanted to do something that I had some knowledge on already, something I was interested in, and so I looked at these spaces: books, personal finance, analytics, travel, and photography. And I started dabbling in a few of them, and I started an analytics venture which didn't take off. And at the same time, I had a lot of lenses with me. I had like 7 or 8 lenses lying idle, which I used only like 20 days in a year. I started thinking, I have lenses worth 3 lakhs with me. Can't I just give it out? Can't I make some money out of it? And there are so many people out there like me. Can I create a pool of such item and create a platform for rentals? That was the initial idea behind tappers.com. But for 3 months, it was not a serious idea. I was always pursuing the analytics things, and but I kept getting calls from people asking if I could rent a lens or two, and this happened more frequently. And after the analytics venture didn't go anywhere, and I started seeing more traction coming from this, I started looking at it, and I created a very static, stupid WordPress site where I listed all the equipments and started getting customers. And I had paying customers at that time, which was a nice thing. And around September, I started looking at who else is doing it in the world. And I came upon lensrentals.com and borrowlenses.com, 2 companies in the US which I found very interesting. Lensrentals.com was started by Roger Cicala, who was a surgeon before he started the business, but got into the rental business with a funding of just 50,000 rupees and grew it into a $20 million business in 5 years without any external funding. I found that very interesting. And the important thing was he was enjoying the business. He was enjoying doing the business and enjoying his hobby of photography. And the other guys, the Borrow Lenses guys, were 2 software engineers who started in late 2007 with again $50,000 of investment and had grown the businesses into $15 million plus in 4 years. I found that very interesting too. Started interacting with Roger a bit. I sent him a few mails which he didn't initially reply to. After some time, he started replying to my mails. He gave me a lot of inputs, and that was very encouraging. I felt this was an idea worth doing, renting photography equipment in India, and there weren't too many people doing it at that time. This was September 2011 last year, and in October is when I think I actually became very serious about doing this business full time. I gave up doing all my other stuff like the analytics or the part-time consulting that I did. I gave up everything. I wanted to focus on tappers.com and make this happen. So, and in 3 months we had a lot of progress. In October we added a lot of inventory. November we added a lot of customers. December we were in the Morpheus program, the Morpheus Accelerator program, and things after that have happened so fast. We've scaled up so much. Today, 6-7 months later, we are a team of 7 people, and we have a reasonably mature service. And we've done like 1,200 rentals already now, and growing at a reasonably good pace. We are recovering revenue at almost 4 times our expenses, and so we are growing from our internal accruals itself, which is a nice thing for us. And so here we are enjoying it and having fun. The incubation experience at Morpheus was a fantastic thing. We started in December, where I had met Samir last year in June, but it was more like I never thought of investors. I never thought of any incubator program. I never thought of it like a business at that time. I met Samir through a common friend, and I came to know that they were running an incubator, And I said, hi, okay, that's it, pretty much. We didn't speak anything at all. And by December, fortunately, I had a business going on, and we were doing more than 60,000 rupees worth of rentals that in the previous months. And I was talking to Kiran Jonalgada, who's a good friend of mine, who's behind HasGeek, and he was mentioning to me about the good incubators in the country, and Morpheus was one of them. I went home and I saw that they had a program, and I thought, maybe I won't get through, but I'll still apply. Let's see, what all do they ask for. Let me just apply and see what happens. And I filled out the form. I didn't expect them to get back to me, but they did. And when they got back, they had a few questions. The interaction was nice. I felt good about it, and I decided to go with them. And after that, it's been a fantastic experience. From being a one-man home run operation, today we are a team behind it. We have a system of doing things, and we have customers who seem to be happy with the service coming back. We have like a 60% repeat rate today, and it's a much better, more mature service, with the back end being much stronger than what it was. We do a lot of things, forward logistics, reverse logistics better now, and we have a online website where everything is pushed online, and it's much easier for customers. And so all that happened after being part of the Morpheus program. And Nandini and Samir had a very active involvement in the company, wherein I could talk to them literally every single day and discuss things with them. Nandini was here in Bangalore when we rented this office, looked at this office and said, hey, this office looks nice, we should rent this. And she was the one who interviewed our employees and said, probably we should go with these guys. And so they've been very active. Samir has been looking at, we should improve our cash flow model. It's like you should work on a cash flow thing. That's like your lifeblood of the company's cash flow analysis, and you should focus more on this and bringing in better systems, things like that. I think that's where they brought in a lot of experience and expertise and helped us grow. To the customers also, Samir used to talk about earned media. It's how do you promote your company, and word of mouth is one thing that Samir and Nandini believe in strongly, and that thought I think is like inculcated in all the Morpheus companies, including Tappers. And so we do a lot of things the right way. Doing business the right way is one of the, I think, core values of being part of Morpheus. So today we do things the right way, and we focus not just on customers, but we focus on our employees. We try to be good to employees. We try to be good to our vendors. We try to be good to everybody who's involved with the business, including our investors. And and that's one thing that I think is part of being Morpheus. When Tappers was a single man company, we wanted to hire people, and I didn't have a clue about what to do, whom to hire. This is not like a regular business. It's not a software business that I was involved in the past. How do I hire people? And I just put it on the site, saying we are looking at people. I had this blog post saying that this is how a day happens at Tappers, and I need help. Would you be interested? And most of my customers read that, and many of them were interested. And Vinod, who was my first hire, was an ex-customer, and he came in, and then he brought his friend Ramesh, who started doing deliveries for us. And after some time, Jayant, who's also an ex-customer, he started. When we had the next opening, he was interested, and we brought him in. And after that, Jayant brought his friend Nataraj into the company, and Shagufta was a reference through a Morpheus company. So it's all been through an inside network and through customers, basically. So we've been lucky in that sense, where customers want to actually work with us. They've seen that we do things the right way, in a nice way, and we seem to be enjoying what we do, and it's a nice place to work. Probably that's, I think, what they had in mind when they rented equipment from us. And after that, some of them have converted into employees, so which is a fantastic thing for us. We've had a very good experience there. In fact, we've had a much better experience than what we thought. customers seem to be handling it like babies. We had a customer returning, bringing our equipment back wrapped in a bed sheet, and we told him, we don't do it this way. And so it's been good. We've had damages, we've had fraud, we've gone through a bit of pain, but then that's a very small set of the entire lot. I would say less than 1% probably. And most of the people know how to handle our equipment. They take good care of our equipment. And to add to it, since this business is entirely built on trust, mutual trust, and after 1 year of running this business, I think that trust is still intact. In spite of having gone through a fraud, a few damages here and there, I think we are still very strong on, we trust people kind of business. We don't have concrete thoughts about it. I don't sit and think, where do I want to go in 5 years? The entire business was built out of a random experimental model, and we like to try and experiment a lot. The entire, we love to do trial and error services out there and see if we can do more out there. But one thought is, so travel in photography. I look at not just photography but also travel, which is very similar to joined with together kind of businesses. And in that value chain, we want to have a much bigger pie of the entire value chain. We don't want to be in workshops and tours businesses, but anything else like products, other services, preferably online services, and businesses like tappers we do. We want to be in that, but we want to be focused on very few. We want to run a few very focused but very related businesses and take them higher and capture a much better part of the entire value chain. That's our thought process. And to add to it, we've just launched car2.com, which is a marketplace for photographers. What we realized was, while running tappers, that a lot of customers were asking us if we could refer them to people who wanted to buy equipment, or if we would buy their equipment. And people also started calling us saying, we want a photographer for our wedding shoot or for this birthday party. Do you know somebody? Can you refer us somebody? We've started doing such things and realized that we should have a separate platform to do all that. So which is why we've launched Car2, which is a marketplace for photographers where you can list your equipment for sale or for buying. And you could also list your service. If you are a photographer, you can come there and say, I'm available for shoots. And if you are a model, you can also come and say, I'm available for a model shoot for photographers. Basically, it's a marketplace for anything related to photography. First thing is focus and keep things simple. That's very important. Second thing is launch fast. Don't wait for things to happen. Just do things. Do simple stuff or whatever it is. Launch fast and iterate over it and build it. But launch fast. And third thing is, I think if you are in a business like ours, watch your cash flow. Cash flow is like, cash flow management is like the lifeline of a business, and you need to watch it.